As he starts yawning just before we start. It's always a good sign, isn't it? Flipping heck. William Crawler, new signing to Matchroom, but not the first time we spoke. Welcome back and a massive congratulations to you.
Thank you. No, it means a lot. Thank you. No, not the first time we spoke. Long overdue, well, long overdue.
He keeps on running off, guys. I've had to corner him. He's chained to the floor.
Yeah, I won't be moving, but no, yeah, I'm buzzing to be back, and it's a big day for me. Like, obviously, I've knew for a little while, but for it to be announced, stuff like that, it's a big day. It's what I work hard for, and it's the way to project my career and profile to the next level now, and I've become that's the hindsight, one of the lead names in British boxing.
You know what I was going to ask you? Do you feel a bit of pressure? Because obviously your brother's got the history, and no matter how you look at it, you're sort of still in his footsteps, in his shadow. Yeah. So you're waiting, you're having these fights. I know you boxed on Matchroom cards before, but it's like, are they going to sign me?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course it was, and not like that. I say to Anthony, I was getting mad frustrated because I've always knew I'm good enough for these, and I've always believed I deserved to be on these cards. But I went to Small Hall, had 2 fights there.
Yes.
Stockton both. One was against a lad. I had a fight I didn't have to take. It was 5 weeks before my last fight at the AO. And he's against a winning record, and I stopped him, and I've just got massive self-belief, and I believe I am going to do something in the sport, and now I've got the backing, I've got the profile, the zone, I'm on TV now, and I believe the performances you'll keep seeing, they will keep getting better, because I've not been out the gym at the minute. I've just been ticking over, but I've just been sparring. I've been off my diet, but I've been sparring some top kids who's over in America. Or sparring, I think he's 11-0, 10 knockouts, middleweight, went to the Olympics for Hayter. A top prospect out there for top rank, I think he is. And like I was doing well there. I was holding my own there, and then come back. I sparred the Crocker, Jack Rafferty, was on the zone last week. Like, I've just been mixing it with good kids, which I believe, in a few years, like, that's the level I want to be at. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of next year, I want to be at that level myself.
Talk about a little bit about the training. Obviously, you're getting that sparring experience with the professionals. I mean, Lewis Crocker, that is a really good spar to have as well. We know how active he is, how busy he is, how he's going to put that pressure on. Talk to us about that.
Nah, yeah, it was great rounds, great learning rounds, and like he said himself, exciting rounds for us both. I believe we both hard, and it's exciting. I was saying, like, I was going to train excited because you never punch, you always switched on. But I believe I've got a good chin, and I've got a good style. I believe I've got a good style for that, and there was great learning rounds. There was, I enjoyed them.
So training with your brother, that pressure now, like you said, you were sitting around thinking, when is it going to be my turn? Obviously, you've got Rhiannon Dixon as well, that's signed. She's now a world champion. She's got a belt. You're looking at all of that. How do you, like, have that patience to say, you know what, I've got to wait my turn, even though you don't want it?
Just Anthony said, he said, stick with it. Like, it'll come. I knew it'd come, but I'm glad it has now, because it adds extra bit of pressure now that I've got to perform, because I've cried out for this deal. I've got it, so I better back it up, and I will be backing it up. But it adds extra bit of pressure, and I love pressure. Like, some people get nervous. Like, you could be around me fight week or fight night, I'm the most chill person ever. I'm laughing. I probably sat on the couch just before a warm up. I'm probably eating a few Haribo's, having a stretch and that, just talking. I'm just in the room. Do you know what I mean? I'm not there paranoid or nervous about fighting. I'm just in the room. There's just another person in there until it's time to switch on. Like, then I'm in my zone. But I love it, man. I feel at home. I feel at home in these places, and I can't wait to be back.
I was about to say, the only one that I think is nervous is your brother. He's the one that's pacing up and down the ring, serious face, until obviously at the end your hand is raised.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course he does. He's my brother, isn't he? But it's very different. Like, I get more nervous when my gym mates fighting, say Rhiannon fighting, or than my fights, because I know my fight's in my hands, and I'm going to be all right. But if I don't, it's on me. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I see the work they put in, and you don't want anything to happen. You want them to come through. And I get more nervous for my gym mates than myself.
So do you know who I take it you're going to be on this card, because that's where the posters just come out. Yeah. Do you know anything about your opponent yet?
I'm not sure.
Got a little while,
yeah, I'm not. No. Yeah, I don't know no opponent yet. But I need rounds. I've had since my debut. I've had 5 rounds since my debut, and I've had 5 fights. You know, my debut went 4 rounds. I've had 3 first round stoppages and a second round stoppage, and 2 have been in the first minute. So I need rounds. Well, I need the lads who are going to give me rounds. I still blast them out. Then it's a credit to myself, and that's the trajectory I'm on. But I think last time I step up on paper, he went points with a few GB kids, and I took him out there in 53 seconds. Like, I made light work of it, and I'm just looking forward to another step up. But it's getting a grip between my team as well. Like you say, I'm on the big stage now to stay, so I don't want to put a bad performance in after 4 good ones.
You know, like your style when you're in the ring, you're under the bright lights. Some people, like you said, get nervous. You don't. You're quite chilled and relaxed. When is it like you feel like you're really coming into your style? I know you've said you've had these early knockouts, so I guess you don't really get time to settle into a style.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course I switch it, which I'm very. I can't believe I can adapt to anything. I can box on the back foot. No one's seen me box on the back foot. Yeah, it's mad. I prefer to box on the back foot.
Stopping him that early.
No, yeah, but like, you can ask Anthony. I love boxing on the back foot. I enjoy it. It's like the art of boxing, but I've got good feet. But I can also go forward as well, and it just adds to my game really. But I think the more you'll see, the better of me is when someone strong comes forward, tries to win. I think it'll play into my hand because I walk them onto something.
You know what I like about your story? The first time we spoke, you said that you started the boxing, you fell off a bit,
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was with you, got back into it. But when you look at it now, everything works out for a reason, right? Because maybe if you'd pushed yourself the first time, you might not have been here today.
Of course it does, because I believe, like I say, I believe I am very heavy-handed and I am strong and I've got a big presence in there, which if I turned pro, if I didn't believe boxing, I turned pro 18, 19 when he was still fighting, which would have made sense because I'd still been on the back of it. I was still a boy. I think you see quite a lot now. A lot of the amateurs who turn over, they're very good, but they're still boys. A man beats a boy because you can take the shots, you walk through him in 12 rounds a long time. And you see a lot of prospects get walked down, stuff like that. And like, I'll never get walked down because I believe I've not got my full man strength yet. I'm not a man yet. I'm certainly on my way, but I'm a lot more developed. And I missed a few years of the 3-minute rounds, taking shots to the head. So I'm still very fresh as well. And I believe I've made up for lost time in the last year. And now the journey's starting now properly.
You know, I like the fact that you're that confidence, but you're also humble with it. It's quite infectious to hear you talk like that. Someone that's raring to go, understands that they're still at the beginning of the career, they're still learning, but you're confident in your own ability.
Oh yeah, of course. Like you say, I don't want to be. I'm not going to be rushed, and I don't want to be rushed. I want my fair apprenticeship, like all the other prospects I've got straight away. Like I want my learning fights, and then when I've had them, I'll fight anyone. Like I don't believe a loss don't define someone. I've got no plan on losing, but I will fight anyone if it makes sense for anyone. Like I want to win the British title. I want to win it outright. I want to win the British title outright. So, like say there, you don't pick who you fight for that. You fight the best in Britain. So, and that's what I look forward to doing in the next few years.
And we look forward to that progress. Once again, a massive congratulations to you, William. And I look forward to seeing you on August the 24th on the Catterall Pro Grey card.
No, thank you.
Thanks for not running off.
No, yeah,
Literally had to chain him up.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.